Welcome to Toffee TV. Here's my three things. Manchester City 2, Everton 0 this afternoon at the Etihad. Man City, too good in the end, really, the quality of them. Although Everton, said it before, Everton did really well today in terms of sticking to a plan and the structure. And it's a frustrating one because we need to start picking up victories, don't we? It's 7 games without a win in the Premier League now, and that is worrying. That is worrying when other teams are gathering points. We know without the points deduction, we'd still have a cushion and we'd be a lot calmer. But right now, we haven't. We still have that points deduction. The asterisk is firmly planted next to our name. So another defeat keeps the pressure on, really. And I'm watching other games nervously now this afternoon because of another defeat. But I certainly won't be. This isn't something I'll be basing Everton's season on, this game, because City are just simply too good for us. And that's the way it is, and I think Sean Dyche and the coaching staff deserve credit for getting the players to stick to a plan today. That's the first thing I'm going to talk about, really, is the game plan. The players' willingness, it seems, to take on a game plan. And this is what's so frustrating, I think, for the home games, is that when we go away, we have a clear identity of what we want to do. And I feel as though we give everybody a game away from home. Everyone, I think. You look at it, there's been a couple of occasions this season. Aston Villa away was really poor, and Wolves, we were out on our feet, and they thoroughly deserved to win that day. But I think in most away games this season, it doesn't matter what the outcome's been, Everton have been in the game. Everton have given the team a workout, regardless of what the result has been. And we've done it today. We played the best side in the world today. They're now top of the Premier League. We've played them. We've battled with them. We've made them bring on the best players to beat us. And they beat us in the end, of course they did, because they've got that extra quality that we don't have. But we were in the game. The players, like I said, stuck to the plan. You know, Manchester City, up until the 70th minute, hadn't had a shot on target. The first time since August 22, they'd not had a shot on target in the first half of a game. That's how well Everton defended. The problem Everton have is, and I'll probably go into it a little bit more in another point, is our attacking play is really, really poor and so limited. So sticking to a plan, making sure we're disciplined, making sure everybody gets back into position, cutting out crosses, making sure that we police the 6-yard box when a cross does come in. We've done all that really good. And I was looking at it thinking, well, if we do this for the rest of the season, if we follow a game plan like this, make it this difficult for the rest of the season for every team we play against, we'll have success against lesser talented teams. We just will. It's whether or not we can keep that intensity going in all the other games. That's what it comes down to, really. Intensity, listening, sticking to the game plans. But the home form has to come. And you look at the games we've got at home. We've got some games that you'd want, really. Now, you've got to win them games. It's great going well. We've got to play Sheffield United and Burnley and Forest and Crystal Palace, West Ham, all at home. And you go, yeah, we have, and we could win a lot of those games. Brentford. But I'd still rather have them and have the hope of winning them than it be all the top 6, which is what we've had in previous seasons. So we've got to make sure that we can get them home victories. Sticking to a game plan. And this is the challenge I guess the manager will be looking at, is what kind of game plan can he come up to make home Premier League games more effective? Because we've won 3 games in February at Goodison. That's not good. Our next game's a huge game, Crystal Palace at home, a week on Monday. That is such a big game for us, you know, and especially if Chelsea can do us a favour and beat Palace on Monday, then we'd have a chance to really, you know, pull Palace right next to us. And again, like I said, you know, if we get some points back as well, then who knows where that can take us. But that is what we're up to at the moment. But I do feel like the players are listening, the players are sticking together. And today we were just simply, the game plan was fine, the strategy was fine. We were simply beaten by a better side, and you have to take that on the chin, and that's the way it is. The second thing I want to talk about is our attacking play. And it really is something that it winds me up at times, that there's not more invention. And you can, people will say, if I have this conversation, people will turn around and go, well, yeah, but we haven't got the players. But I see limited teams mixing stuff up. I'm creating chances for centre forwards. Like Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I don't think he's playing very well at all. I think he battled well today. I don't think he's been in great form, but we also don't give him lots of opportunities to score goals. We don't create that many chances. People don't, we get to the edge of the box, people don't really want to shoot. It almost seems as if it's a walking pace till we get it into a wide area, then we just toss an aimless ball into the box. Like we had a good one today where Tarkowski switches it to Mykolenko and he rolls it back to McNeil, and McNeil there was just no caretaking on the cross. He just tossed it into the middle. It was overhit anyway. And then we had the second one where we get in the box and it's fired across. Dom's not in there. Jack Harrison this time fires it across and Dom isn't in there. We got to take care in that final third, and this will be something that in the summer, and let's hope everything goes the way we want it to. With the recruitment team and Kevin Thelwell have got to identify some real pace that plays in the final third, real genuine, as they call it, genuine pace in that final third, because we have to have the ability to unlock teams with one pass, get someone in on the run, and that directness in the wide areas and the pace. Even, you look at us, our fullbacks aren't quick, really, and our wingers aren't quick, and our centre forward's not a flyer, so we're not blessed with that, and that's one area, I think. When you're doing the filters, like it's Football Manager, pace has got to be the number one for us. We have to have that in our team, and to me, it has to be for the final third. We have to be able to get Dominic Calvert-Lewin chances. We have to be able to work little triangles in and around the box to get to the byline to cut things back, because it's all too samey at the moment. And I know, like I say, again, it does come down to quality of player. I can't sit here and try to ignore that and hide from that fact. Better quality gives you that, but also patterns of play give you that. So, we have to work on that. Listen, I'm sure they are, but just think it needs more, because it's at Goodison where it almost rears its head more than it does away, especially if the core is fit again. Like today was fine away from home. We done that away. Like I said, against lesser quality teams, we might come out with a point, we might come out with all three. But at Goodison, where teams have sat in and we haven't had either a little bit of pace to get someone in round the back and break the lines, or our attack and play hasn't been good enough, the quality, the little patterns of it, that's been an issue for us. And I think, when you look at it like that, we have to be getting better and better in those areas, because our home form, for me, is what will keep us up this season, especially those games when you look at what's to come. So more work on that is needed. And finally, I'm just going to talk about Jarrad Branthwaite, because I thought in general today, I thought he had a very good game, but he did show his naivety for Manchester City's second goal, trying to go almost body to body with Erling Haaland. He should have really just jockeyed him and just stuck with him. But when you look at it, he's made such an incredible, I don't want to say leap, made such an incredible step up this season, hasn't he, for us? He was playing in Holland and was very good by all accounts. This is a lad we've took from Cambridge. We know that. He's made his debut, he's played a few games for Everton. Some he's looked good in, others he's looked like he needed games. He went off to Holland last season, Netherlands, and done really well for PSV, and he's come back to Everton. He's got in the side, and he's been absolutely brilliant for us. And obviously there's a lot of talk about him at the moment, as he's linked with every single club. But he's gone today and played at a big stage there at the Etihad against world class striker, top plays, and he hasn't looked out of place. And you do look at him and see how comfortable he is, how calm he is on the ball, and you do think it's probably just a matter of time before one of these clubs does take him. And I hope that Everton keep him for another season. I hope Everton say it's, there's a lot of talk about Amadou Onana as well, isn't there, leaving, and I'd love Everton to basically not sell both of them this summer. If it's Onana this summer, then keep Branthwaite for another year, let him develop. If you're Jarrad Branthwaite, can I say this without sounding biased, but if you're him, If I was him, I'd want to stay at Everton for another, depending where we are, obviously, another season, just to back up everything he's doing this season. Then I think he'll be in a great place. He's got a chance, the kid, of getting into the England squad. He's played that well. The size of him, the way he plays with both feet, he's so calm, he reads the game really well. He's got a chance, definitely, of being in Gareth Southgate's, dare I say it, European Championship squad this summer. So for Everton, you want to keep and take advantage of that. You want to keep him when he becomes an international and boost his price, get that right up. But I don't want us to just keep selling asset after asset. And that's why, you know, I think it's probably likely we're going to have to sell one of them this summer. And it's more likely to me that it's going to be Onana. But Branthwaite, he is developing tremendously well. And obviously, a lot of Manchester City fans got to see him first hand today and see how good a player he is. And yeah, he's been brilliant for us this season. So today, I think he might have learned the lesson. No, let's, you know, with people like Erling Haaland, who's a force of nature, when he's running, he'll knock you over 6'5". Just jockey him, stay with him, force him onto his right foot maybe. Listen, the lad's that good, he might still score anyway, but trying to go head to head with him and getting knocked on your backside doesn't look great for you. But again, it's a learning curve for him, and nobody's done that to him this season. You know, I think Armando Broja gave him a good workout for the opening 25 minutes when we beat Chelsea at Goodison, and then he got to grips with him and he was fine for the rest of the game. Haaland's a different kettle of fish, and he will learn from it. So yeah, long may his development continue, and long may his development continue at Everton Football Club. That is it for me. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and download the SofaScore app. It's free. It's really good, and it helps the channel. Why wouldn't you? Thanks for watching. See you later.